Welcome to Ironcast. My name's Anuki, and finally we have the fog of war off so we can have epic games. Let's see if we can get to the point of one cast a day, shall we? So send in your replays. Let's introduce the commandants in the north. They've been deemed not fit for human consumption. Leading the US forces with red patches on their uniform, it's Steel Dog. In my head, I don't know why I'm imagining a hot dog in a bun of steel. Anyway, in the south, they serve only the Emperor. They craft death with their brethren, potentially making the ultimate sacrifice for the Wehrmacht, the Blue Commander, Terminatus. I think you could have toned down the name a little there. It's a bit overkill, but we are in for a cool match. I've been told this isn't going to be US 4 Pathfinders and the Wehrmacht didn't go Fellsher Pioneers, so in a sense, this is how the Company of Heroes 3 should play out when we aren't digging for cheese out of the sandy ground. Now we're going to get a battle in the north as the Riflemen and a Scout Squad approach this direction, and they're going to be challenged by a Pioneer Squad and a Grenadier. So, quick announcement before that battle starts. Come along to the Ironcast Discord, show us your replays. I'm looking for 1v1s and 2v2s. There's a 2v2 tournament coming up in the near future. This is interesting. My brain has just registered this. Are the sandbags being built like this so you can position your large squads like that? Because they will split up to get cover, which means they're going to be more resistant to grenades. And we have a sniper out here, so I can't even spend time talking about that. A Grenadier squad into a sniper? This has drawbacks. The first problem is going to be a lack of map capturing power. And the second problem is that firing at these rifle squads, there we go, first kill of the game for the sniper. It's a 6-man squad, so snipers tend to work better against squads that have a lower member count, so the scouts are a pretty good one to go for. They're not particularly strong. If you take a stormtrooper squad as an example, 4-man cell, very powerful unit, costs a lot of manpower to reinforce. You're taking 25% of the power of that army. Oh, actually, I'm wondering if Steel Dog here intentionally pulled back to this middle sector, whilst Terminatus moved upwards, and now they have a flanking position potentially on that sniper. They're going to charge for it? They don't know where the sniper is yet. It's not fired. There's the shot. Now the riflemen are aware, and they are gunning for it, because the sniper has to retreat towards us. And it doesn't take much to kill a sniper. Now, I don't have the fog of war turned off. I don't know if Steel Dog can actually see the sniper. I think they couldn't. It was just out of range. Now we're getting the Grenadiers focusing on the rifle squad in the crater. The Grenadier squad at the back did have height advantage over the far away rifle squad, but now they're going to use their numbers to focus on the one squad. And unfortunately, that rifle squad in the crater near us is shooting at the Grenadiers behind cover, so they're taking very little damage. Sniper going to be prodding the rifleman in the back. Grenades away. Oh, that was bloody raw. Getting some good value out of that sniper. I'm kind of wondering if Steel Dog played some kind of mind game there, making Terminatus think that they were really getting the upper hand on them. I mean, they kind of did. But you have to think that those Grenadiers, going straight for the Panzer Grenadier companies, we're going to see some Panzer Grenadiers out next. What was I saying? Yeah, the Grenadiers are not going to be able to fight this anymore. Even this scout squad is going to be dangerous to the Grenadiers, who don't even have cover. So the Grenadiers will have to go back. They're not capturing this territory. The 4-man Grenadier squad at the back will have to do the same as well. So we had a 3 cap for a long time. I neglected to mention that. 133 tickets drained and a sniper coming out for Steel Dog. They want to fight sniper with sniper. And you know what? I'm all for it. Isn't this kind of weird? Well, it's like 5 minutes in the game, going on 6 minutes, and there's not an M16 kind of dominating the battlefield. It's a very weird pacing of the game. I'm used to like 8-minute, 9-minute Greyhounds at a minimal, at most. I'm not sure which way to phrase that. Sniper, are they going to get a kill on the scout squad? Is Steel Dog baiting for their own sniper to take a shot? They lose the scout squad. The sniper, the US one, just out of range. Steel Dog gambling with that scout squad's life and losing. Half-track on the field. And the half-track, I think, is a grand old choice. It's got the 2 Grenadiers and the Panzer Grenadiers. I don't know if there's going to be any merge mechanics going on. That's the cool thing to do. Reinforce your Grenadiers with the half-track and then merge your Grenadiers into the Panzer Grenadiers. It's a great way of cutting corners. Grenades away! Steel Dog late to respond and getting slapped with a sniper as well. Excellent mobility on that sniper, moving up and down the map as needed. This almost feels like a Company of Heroes 1 match, with the exception of that half-track being out on the field. I can see we might be in for a very abnormally paced game. Scouts in the building. Usually a good idea to stick your scouts inside of buildings because they're so soft on the inside. But it does make them an easy target for Sniper Barry. There we go. We've got a name for him now. Barry Scott here. Have you got unwanted scouts in your house? Get rid of them with an M1903A4 Springfield rifle. Bang! And the brains are gone. Now that's what I call a fair trade grenade deal. Thought the Grenadier squad was going to be wiped out there, but it seems like Steel Dog wanted to retreat their rifle squad early, knowing they had to retreat through a gauntlet of dangers. A sniper picking off a model as well on the retreat. 12 kills so far. I think 1 kill a minute is the current going rate for snipers. Granted that your sniper doesn't exist for the first couple of minutes in this case of the game. Terminators has gone the mechanized battle group. They've got the light vehicle capturing ability. Will they bring in an ARAT or a Stug D though? Seems like they're racing for one of those decisions. The medical truck back here is just slightly too far away for the Grenadiers to receive medical attention. The sniper presses their eye against the scope. Now they realize they need to move their feet closer. Wehrmacht sniper trying to respond. Now they have to be in cover to be in stealth. It's a harrowing experience to watch these snipers risk their lives crossing wide open spaces. How long will this sniper rivalry exist? Will there be a Jeep or a Kettenkrat to help spot? Terminators fielding a PaK 40 AT gun. Panzer Grenadiers looking to bundle grenade inside the building. Ooh, the riflemen almost got out. They were at the door, but the blast was so big, it still touched them. Sniper backing away as the Panzer Grenadiers move up. Not taking the wall, though. Just trying to take the cover. Medical truck to provide assistance and cover for at least one soldier. It just ain't worth it for a +5 munitions point. Sniper going hard on this edge, and we have a Greyhound driving in now. Reversing in right in front of the PaK 40. That's a big no-no. Half of the armor taken away already. Riflemen moving up to the wall. I think they want to try and take out the AT gun, but the Panzer Grenadiers stand in their way. Sniper giving them backup as well. Grenadiers approaching from behind. Grenade. This rifleman squad is very screwed. They're just sliding away there on rollerblades. You at home may be seeing a lot of animation bugs, and I think that's just because this replay system is not really a replay system at all. It's just a workaround solution to get the fog of war off while spectating a replay. So some things I don't think have been quite fully considered for this workaround. Rifleman using the Pour It On 'em ability suppresses the Panzer Grenadier squad. Terminatus may take away people's mortality, but they also deliver fresh baby Panzer Grenadiers at the back of their medic half-track. Some of those babies might have been slightly shaken up by the sticky grenade. And I do kind of wonder if sticky grenades are truly worth it if you don't get the kill. Doing damage just because you can do damage, I mean, it might have been better spent on a mine to secure one of your territories. We got an 8 rad armored car out on the field now. 8 wheels of doom. However, it's kind of a bit gloomy for that 8 rad because they're not going to be a countermeasure to the Greyhound. Grenadiers playing around with the Vet 2 sniper. That's a lot of shots, but I'm seeing no trace of fire out. Maybe Steel Dog is overly microing it. Something I noticed, and I'm not sure if it was in the patch notes, but half-tracks could only tow in their non-upgraded form. If you upgraded it to a medic half-track, like what we've seen here, it wouldn't have been able to tow an AT gun. But now it can, apparently. The map is divided in half, and Terminatus gained a lot of tickets, or taken away a lot of tickets from their enemy. Good spread of infantry across the board for both commanders. Greyhound sitting at the bottom of the map, very cautious of where that Pack 40 might be. Can't just dart around into the enemy, but it makes an excellent defensive countermeasure. Panzer Grenadiers going for the plus 60 munitions. Sprinting into the crater. It was a very short distance to sprint. Grenadiers take position behind a rock, firing up. Puma on the top side of the map, chasing down rifles. We've got a sniper that's going to ping into the back of the rear armor of the 8 rad. Ain't gonna work. Sticky grenade goes off. Oh, the AT gun's around here as well. Steel Dog dodges a grenade from the Grenadiers. Sniper is in trouble. 8 rad reversing, showing its butt cheeks. Gets behind the AT gun, drops the smoke. Now, it probably should have dropped the smoke on this side as it was retreating, but that would have been playing it by the book. But as Terminatus micros the 8 rad, I think they might have missed the Grenadier squad, which they went straight by. Loses the Grenadier squad. I can only say, oh well, at least it was only a Grenadier squad. It's not like it's a Felsher Pioneer. Don't want to be losing those. We're not going to be seeing any Felsher Pioneers here. No Luftwaffe. I've just seen so much Wehrmacht Luftwaffe. It's actually kind of strange to be seeing an 8 rad out for the Wehrmacht. It's just unusual. Anyway. Panzer Grenadiers moving into the center. Terminatus using that building to try and shield the repair work going off on the 8 rad. Very smart move to do. Greyhound remaining defensive. More Panzer Grenadiers just trying to slip by and capture it. Seems like Terminatus almost doesn't want to fight. They want to be really annoying. Jaeger squad now, so backtaking to a tier 2. Are they gonna get... Yeah, they're gonna go for a Panzer Shrek. I think that's not a bad choice with the Greyhound on the field, although they've decided to swap to a G43 upgrade, so cancelling that upgrade. That says to me that Terminatus is pretty comfortable with just having a Pack 40 as the only countermeasure to the Greyhound. Now, normally I might disagree, but in this situation, try and put yourself in Terminatus' shoes. Look at it from their perspective. That Greyhound isn't really causing them too much trouble. Nice shot from the Pack 40, straight through the earth, makes a tunnel. Oh, I thought it was going to get a second shot off then. Now, the WEHR G43 rifle. Remember, the W's are V's in German, though I'll happily accept if you want to call them WEHR. That's okay. As a classic old school first ever Call of Duty player, the WEHR was everyone's favorite. Such a strong weapon. The WEHR 43 rifle came about because the Russians had just debuted their SVT rifles, which proved to be better, at least in some regard. So they took those SVT rifles back to Germany and they examined them. Oh, that was a pinning shot from a sniper. Nice to see snipers working on both sides here, but it's the US sniper that has the better engagement. After all, they're shooting at Jaegers, Panzer Grenadiers. Is they going to get away? Well, it's not the sniper that kills them, but they do die. So as they took those SVT rifles, I don't know, just segue back into my story. They took those rifles back to Germany and they looked at them. It was some kind of gas piston thing, I can't quite remember. I just remember it was something to do with that. They took that sort of mechanism and implemented it into their previous semi-automatic rifles, which were the G41, which were suffering from reliability issues, and they were used prior to 1943. And then came out the WEHR 43 rifle, which came out after 1943, well, in 1943. You see, not just casting games, but learning too. Sadly, not all facts are going to be fun facts. World War II was just not the kind of 6-year-long party the history books and classrooms make it out to be. Flak 30, almost killing the Greyhound. Sniper is the one to provide covering fire out of all units. They're very lucky that the Flak 30 didn't start firing at the sniper. They would have been immediately just sent into 1,000 pieces. Snipers just aren't tough enough to withstand a shot from a Flak 30. Interesting Jaeger squad. I'm not sure if their light arms fire is going to be the thing that kills the Greyhound. Although the AID-RAD could most definitely do it at that health. So much infantry in the area, though. No way to get past that roadblock. So, yeah, there's actually some pretty dark stuff that we will forever need to reflect upon. At least until World War III. Oh, God. Oh, God! I'm trying to think of the lessons we'll need to learn then.
We have the advantage. Push it.
Let's just get back to the game, shall we? I'm sorry, we might have introduced politics into this video game about World War II. That was very wrong of me, wasn't it? So, riflemen, again, getting surrounded. We have SSF commandos on the field, and I'm not 100% certain, but I don't think these can retreat because of an ability. I can't remember the name of the ability, but it makes it so you can capture really fast, as we saw the point shift massively into a red flag. But it prevents them from retreating. 2 squads just annihilated. Steel dog. Maybe a heart of steel as well. Now, I can understand the confusion because I'm not sure if the tooltip is quite clear. It's something that you really have to have used previously and then wanted to retreat to kind of know that you can't do that. So that's very unfortunate. The Jaeger squad did a nice little dodge. Ambulance driving through. Panzer Grenadiers pushing the enemies away, and they're going to conquer that bottom side of the map. Sniper Vet 3 now for the US. I so wish I could see the sniper counts. I know for certain, though, like 100% that the Wehrmacht sniper for Terminatus is getting more kills. But what I really want to know, what I truly want to know, is how much manpower is accumulated, because the sniper for the US, they're picking off high-value targets. We do have SSF commandos on the field now, and they are also getting sniped. They're not cheap to reinforce. Jaeger squad, I think, will get away. It's crazy looking at these sniper positions that Terminatus is sticking that guy in. Barry the sniper, 25 kills. Don't ask. No, he's not a spy. His name is Barry. That's the most German name I could think of. I don't know. Yes, I might be studying World War II stuff, but I haven't made a depository of German names yet, and I don't want to keep using Hans. Everyone uses Hans. It feels almost wrong, we'll say. Just gonna make a note to myself. German names. That might come in handy. Nice to see the 8-Rad is continuing to make use of its ability to capture. Both snipers are operating in this area now. These Panzer Grenadiers just love that plus 60 munitions. Terminatus has been relentlessly assaulting that point. Either they really want more munitions themselves, understandable, or they really want to deny munitions, understandable. All the snipers. Terminatus, I think, is looking out for the sniper. Do they have the shot? Oh, a Kraken! Barry not only kills the enemy sniper, which I should maybe make more of a song and dance about, but I don't want to blow your ears off, but they also saved the Panzer Grenadier squad, which is a fantastic act of compassion? Maybe? I'm not going to get into the talk of whether it's wrong to kill someone to save one. I'm just going to drink my tea. Because that's the British thing to do, damn it. Jaeger squad, north side, G43 rifles. They're really good at close range damage-wise. At least according to the Essence editor. The numerical values associated with that. Now, I thought, and this was incorrect of me. Oh, there's a mine on the field on the victory point, and there's a two-man squad running towards it. Oh no, Brad! It's okay, it's not as bad as it looks. Brad will go to heaven. Look at this machine gunner though, that's such a callous demeanor. He's seen people step on mines before and just couldn't give a rat's fuck. Yes, I'm allowed to swear now, we're past 10 minutes in the video. Suck it, YouTube, we know how you work now. And again, a reminder, these videos are not monetized, so technically you are stealing from YouTube. That's so cool! You're so cool! Thank you! It's just a life goal of mine to steal from YouTube. Heavy incursion by the US on the north side. Jaeger squad, the only ones to protect. Meanwhile, in the middle, Panzer Grenadiers taking the victory point. Ambulance on its way to, I guess, go wherever's needed. Maybe the Jaeger squad will need it. Maybe the Panzer Grenadiers will need it. AT gun mysteriously floating around. Doesn't seem to be quite where it needs to be in a lot of cases. And that's just the difficulty of microing an AT gun, especially on a map where there's so much openness to it. I feel like AT guns work better on twin beaches. Good dodge there. Terminator seems to be doing fairly well on the grenade dodge aspect of the game.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
So the Pack 40 is now moving. Every time Steel Dog moves their Greyhound in, they always seem to be exposing the side or rear. Pack 40, again, just getting one shot off, never getting that second one. Aid Rad moving up, ambulance constantly moving around the map to try and reinforce as well. I don't think it got that reinforcement it wanted from... Ooh, we're getting some towing action. Yeah, the Jaeger squad, 4-man on the victory point. But something that I've seen players do, and I'm doing myself, whenever I use a medical half-track... Oh my god! We're actually seeing a strafing run get both strafes off on the Jaeger squad. They've been forgotten about. Maybe Terminatus will return to them soon, get them retreated and home safe.
Our adversary is down to 250 points.
Losing
now.
Jaeger squads and Panzer Grenadiers. It's a big crippling loss. You can see them in the background. It doesn't seem like Terminatus is going to be able to get them away.
Jaeger light infantry missing in
That's
action.
it. They're dead. Goodbye, cruel world. I noticed that Terminatus now has access to the Panther heavy tank. They just need to save up 550 manpower to it. It's a great choice. That should deal with the Greyhound. Again, kind of overkill. What's this weapon down on the floor? It's... looks like an SMG, but it's not... It just says abandoned
A squad
weapon.
of Jaeger has been requisitioned.
Pick up to equip the squad. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know what they're picking up, though.
We have lost control of a victory point.
If you can tell which weapon that is, let me know in the comments. So I was mentioning about the medic half-track. Something that you can do is just, if you see a low-health squad, just cue a command for the ambulance to drive near it, and then, like, turn around and go back to safety. We're gonna lose a Pioneer squad as well. Damn! So that way the ambulance, it might not fully reinforce, but it might reinforce 1 or 2. It's just, it's a great sort of attrition element. Steel Dog dividing their forces. Getting an okay engagement here, but that sniper for the Wehrmacht. Vet 3, increased rate of fire. It's so troublesome. A sniper's been a great investment for Terminatus. Oh, stepping on a mine. Steel Dog, so naughty placing those mines in places where Panzer Grenadiers are going to step on them. 8 Rad getting around the side, but this SSF Commando squad has bazookas. Getting a rear shot off on there, but the sniper is here to assist. As well as the Jaeger squad with WEHR 43 rifles. Moving round the side, flanking positions. You've played this game before, Terminatus. I can see that. See the damage significantly increasing when you bypass that green cover. Oh, hello, Windows. Do you mind? I'm kind of busy at the moment.
We've got men dying out here.
Commandos forced away. Jaegers winning that engagement. Greyhound on its way. 2 rifles as well. It's more men than the sniper can handle, that's for sure. Jaegers getting reinforced by the medic. You can see Terminatus is using the line of sight blockers to try and protect that medic half-track. Grenades away inside of the building. You think the Jaeger squad didn't avoid it, though. The damage looked unusually calculated there. 8 Rad getting grenaded. It gets Ved 2. It's in trouble with the Greyhound shooting it in inside, and Terminatus isn't moving it there. It's maybe too late. One more shot. Oh, it doesn't hit. Oh, but it explodes anyway. You can see the smokes there deployed just slightly too late. The Pack 40 not able to return a kill. 162 points for the Wehrmacht, 192 left for the US forces. It's looking fairly equal at the moment. Just checking in at the base. There's no tier 4. 30 minutes in and there's no Shermans and no Panzer IVs. It doesn't matter if people aren't playing correctly. What matters is they're playing very excitingly. Again, that's the great thing about Company of Heroes 3, and I do actually kind of prefer this pacing, we'll say. If you remember from Company of Heroes 1 days at least, you'd get like the 10-minute Greyhound. There was such a thing as a 10-minute Sherman, but everything would have had to have gone right for that to possibly happen. And that's not the case in Company of Heroes 3. You can definitely get Shermans and Panzer IVs out at 10 minutes with an average performance. It's just kind of jerry-rigging your build and stalling out. Eagle Squad performing really well when they're put into heavy cover. Just falling back, soft retreat to the medic half-track. Vet 2 on it now. Another great investment, and we have the Panther showing its face too. And I know a lot of squads have died for the Wehrmacht, but you know, don't focus on the negative. Focus on the positive. Think about the ones that have all stayed alive and got their veterancies. It'll cheer you up. So Terminatus doesn't know where the Greyhound is, but now they're witnessing a whiz-bang demolishing a Jaeger squad. They retreat. The ambulance driving back as well. It did take, I think, 1 or 2 rockets. And this Panther is going to be even more scary because the whiz-bang's not going to hurt. Greyhound driving down the road. Panther turns its turret and confirms the kill. It's not even worth a veterancy. Not even worth talking about. Greyhound? Yeah, maybe. Pulling back. It's done its job. Doesn't really want to be fighting the infantry, so it seems, even if it does have a machine gun on top. Sniper moving to respond to the fuel being captured by the rifle squad. See, more commandos are filling the ranks for Steel Dog, trying to fill up on elites. In a sense, it's good because they have bazookas to ward away the Panther. So the whiz-bang is partially protected for now. 38 kills for the sniper. If they hit 40, we'll have to give Barry a second name. Maybe a more German last name so people don't get suspicious. Panzer Grenadiers getting reinforced. They could be using the Panther as heavy cover. Panther getting hit pretty hard. Another couple of bounces off the front armor. Panzer Grenadiers move in. I think Vet 2 Panzer Grenadiers are tougher than Commandos. Whiz-bang helping out by firing its main gun. We got the rifle squad, Vet 3 at the back. The 2 disengaged from each other. Panther back in action. Getting very close, but it doesn't have to worry about any bazookas. It's just the rifle squad now. Engineers being focused by the rifle squad. Good call from Steel Dog. The whiz-bang firing its rockets. It'll only do light damage to a Panther, though. Ooh, bringing the Pack 40 up as well. Oh, and look who's decided to join us. Barry Sniper sniping away again. 39 kills, one more. And I'm trying to think of a last name for Barry. But my head is screaming Chuckle. Barry Chuckle of the Chuckle Brothers. Only British people are gonna get that. And I cannot be put on the spot. The only other name I can think of is Heinz. And that's literally because I'm thinking beans, not German. I'm not gonna dwell on it anymore. It's just, it's fucking Barry Chuckle now, the German sniper. With his Carabiner 98K with a scope on it. Doing a tremendous job. Unlike the Jaegers. Keep seeing this from Terminatus. They just kind of have these squads meandering through to Steel Dog's side of the map, and then they just end up having to retreat. That's a lot of smoke here. I think that's from Steel Dog's special operations. They can airdrop in a ton of smoke. Things seem to be winding down. We're getting some peace and quiet on the road to Tunis. So perhaps just a quick shout out to a future project that I'm working on. If anyone remembers the old Command and Conquer world domination thing, where you try and capture the world through multiplayer battles, I'm going to be working on something quite similar to that over in the Ironcast Discord. Hopefully I'll have some more stuff to present on that, which I will do on this YouTube channel. And, you know, maybe I'll show off some of the workflow and the process on the Twitch stream as well. I've been working in the Essence editor to try and create some more maps. In fact, there's been quite a few. 44 kills now. It just keeps going and going. Flak's also poking away. Yeah, we need loads more maps. There's only 5 1v1 maps for Company of Heroes 3 and really only 2 competitive ones. Ooh.
Is trying to take one of our
the whiz-bang is phenomenal at denying people from capturing your points. But once it's been fired, it's a long recharge time, so the Jaeger squads take position on the right-hand side. Over on the left, we've got this flag here, which can fire into the building, as well as the Panther. Now, I'm not sure if you can switch to bazookas whilst you're inside of a building. Might be a slight oversight.
Territory cut off from supply.
Here's that medic half-track again. It's almost like a ghost on the battlefield. I understand that it's not that Steel Dog can't see it. It's just that they're not really in a position to do anything about it. That's great control from Terminatus. Ultimately, though, past the 30-minute mark, we should be seeing Shermans out. But hey, I ain't arguing with this. Panther now firing on the whiz-bang. Steel Dog finally reversing it out whilst firing rockets into the Panther. And this is one reason why I think it's very handy to always incorporate a half-track. Is to get use out of the recrew weapon ability. For 50 manpower, you can bring 2 soldiers just to recrew that AT gun. Or maybe it's an MG or a mortar or a flak. If you can keep your half-track alive throughout the whole game, just like Terminatus is doing, you'll probably have won more engagements than you really give it credit for. Panther could use a tune-up. Terminatus maintains a hold of 2 victory points. They don't have the VP lead, but control is getting easier for them. Flak repositions on the middle victory point. SSF commandos engage. They're losing numbers quickly. Do manage to toss a grenade off in time, but it's right in front.
They have only 100 points
Oh, hang on. It's the, I think, phosphorus grenade. So these unfortunate souls are burning. Panzer Grenadiers pop up behind. Greyhound Corps dissolves. Like it's... Someone else had mentioned this, but it does seem that vehicle wrecks kind of shatter too easily. Panzer Grenadiers winning that engagement, taking the middle victory point. Is the whiz-bang going to fire another salvo? Probably still recharging by the looks of it. Steel Dog not giving up yet, though. The Axis forces getting closer and closer to their base. Maybe some of us are asking how Steel Dog really gets out of this one, as the map is entirely in the control of, wow, 39 kills on the Panzer Grenadiers. Now that's pretty impressive. 49 kills for the sniper. Do we create a middle name for Barry Chuckle at 50 kills? Because they're about to get their 50. Interesting push here. We're just gonna resort to Blobtacular. There's the 50 of kill for Barry Chuckle. Although, oh my god, Barry Chuckle!
Our sniper has been killed.
Get out the way, Barry! Just kill 50 people and they've just got nothing to to live for anymore. They reflect on life. What about, and why am I killing?
The enemy is down to the last 25 points.
The ambulance has gone as well. They couldn't save Barry Chuckle.
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Was I made just for killing? That's no life at all. I wanted to create. No, I wanted to be a Shakespearean actor.
The enemy has only 10 points left.
But instead, I'm just braining people. Anywho, the Flak 30 is recruited, and we have a medic bunker at the back. Now, you can reinforce from medic bunkers, but you have to manually do that. Another grenade on the Flak. Oh, burning, burning, burning! But also reinforcing and victory! Congratulations! I mean, 1 to Barry Chuckle, but 2 Terminatus! Barry Terminatus Chuckle. There we go. That's their full name. 50 kills. That's the current record on Ironcast for sniper kills. Let's see if you can beat that. If you want to send in a replay, go to discord.me/Ironcast. There's a replay section in there. And just leave a little description. But now, though, I've got a few more games to cast, so I'm going to pop up very quickly and leave you with the highlights. Thank you for joining me and stealing bandwidth from YouTube. Yeah, that'll do. My name's Anuki. See you for the next one.
A squad of WEHR has been repositioned. Victory point lost. Repeat. Enemy is down to 200 points. We have vehicles ready to be deployed. God, out of action.